This is Monday, March 22nd, 2021. Meeting of the Berlin Board of Assessors. As a preliminary matter, please note that this meeting is being recorded and that some attendees are participating by video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you. Take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. This is Kevin Pond, Chair of the Board of Assessors. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me prior to me calling the meeting to order. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Bev Wheeler?
Here.
Okay. Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Molly Reed, Assessing Director.
Here.
Any anticipated speakers on the agenda?
Not for our regular meeting, only for our executive board meeting.
Okay, with a quorum of the board present, I call this meeting to order at 6:06 p.m. on Monday, March 22nd, 2021. Okay, we can begin.
Okay, do you want me to read the minutes or did you all have a chance to read the minutes?
No, I want to go over them.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you called the meeting to order at 6:02. We were all here. We approved the minutes from February 22nd. The correspondence was the Powder House News, City and Town did the statewide average assessments for the year. The Division of Local Services Cyber Advisory for Microsoft, I told you about, in the Vision newsletter announcing their annual National Users Meeting in April. The town administrator had sent a request for us to explain why we needed software. That was from FinCom. And then we reviewed what I was going to put in the letter to FinCom, the pros and cons of changing software. And I distributed some spreadsheets to you guys about what the taxes were for the mall properties and some information on the small commercial exemption. I also told you that I had printed out the FY 2022 sale, the calendar year 20 sales for FY 22, and that they were there for you to pick up when you came in with to sign what was there. I told you that we had the Zoom presentation from the Human Resource Services, Inc. on the classification and compensation report. And we talked about appointing another board member, and that a letter of interest would need to go to both or one board or the other, BOA or BOS. And a motion was made to adjourn at 6:54.
okay. Vote to accept the minutes as read. Bev?
Second.
Okay, I'm in favor of them as read. Okay,
Okie dokie.
well, everybody's in favor, so, okay.
The correspondence for this week, we got we got a copy of the right of first refusal letter to the Board of Selectmen for Lot 2 on Lyman Road from WebJo. I believe this is the last lot for them to ask us about. I'm just waiting. There's no rollback because it's past the 5-year look back period, and we'll release the lien when the board decides they don't want to buy it. So I'm just waiting for confirmation from the selectmen. There was a DLS there was a information from the department that the governor signed an act further providing for early voting by mail. So that, I'll leave that out if you want a copy of it. And there is a new city in town today, and it's all based on their Municipal Finance Training and Resource Center. And some of the new stuff that is up there, if anybody wants to go in and look at videos and take training seminars. Let's see. Town meeting has been changed to November 15th from 1 to 5 p.m. with
When is that town meeting?
Saturday, May 15th.
Oh, she just said November. I
Oh,
was
did I?
gonna say the same thing, Kev.
I'm sorry, Saturday, May, what?
1-5.
From 1 to 5.
And also from 1 to 5.
So it's Saturday, May 15th, from 1 to 5.
Correct.
Yes, with
Oh.
additional sessions Monday, May 17th and Tuesday, May 18th if needed.
Okay,
And it's going to be at the Berlin Memorial School outside like it was last year.
okay.
I don't know if, do you know when, there's a program out there that's called Community One Step for Growth. They did the Route 62 traffic corridor study and some other things. And I guess they sent out a survey, and the survey's online. I can send you that link if you're interested in it.
I'm interested in that.
Okay. I'll forward you
Please.
the email.
Please and thank you. I see the growth.
They don't, this is growth for expanding roadways and stuff. So,
Mhm.
okay. And then we also got an email from Margaret that we have had a letter of interest sent to the selectman, Roger Bradley. And she wanted to know if you could meet with them, with the Board of Selectmen on Monday, March 29th for this joint meeting. I asked for a timeline, but I didn't get an answer back. But their meetings start at 7, so it'll be sometime 7 or after. So I believe that's next Monday.
That's with the Board of Selectmen.
Yes, to like interview Mr. Bradley.
Okay,
They did not give a time yet? Or,
No,
okay,
just to meet jointly on Monday, the 29th.
okay. Sounds good.
Okay,
I'll try and remember. Maybe we ought to send out a note to remind
will.
me.
I will send out a note and a link
Okay,
to remind you, so you can find it easier. And then I had sent you out a bunch of stuff on the board and how you're ruled and what you're ruled by, a little packet. I emailed it to you last week sometime.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I got that. I'll have to look.
Oh, well, I can I'll make copies and leave it out for you if you both want it. Bev, you want a copy or you got one?
I don't remember seeing it, Molly.
You said you liked it.
Wait a
When I
minute.
sent it, it was the law, chapter 41, section 11, appointment to fill vacancy in town office.
Oh, yes, I do
And-
remember that. Yes.
And then it was, some, the
If you
other,
want to, if you want to print one out, I'll pick it up
okay,
so I get it. But
I have to make little notes for myself. Okay, so So since we last met, I was going back and forth with Patriot on whether their site was in the cloud and was asking some other questions. And I think that we should just stay with them for this year because I think it's too late. Like Kevin said, it seems too late to have to do this as of June 1st, July 1st. Plus, they're only charging us $2,000 now for the 504s, so they knocked that down by $500. And they're not going to charge us extra for solar fields, which now they're charging extra for. So I spoke to Margaret about this, and she said to leave the budget the way it was, and maybe we can look into it some more and get it up and running in the middle of this fiscal year so we can enact it for fiscal 2023.
If we need to, or are we definitely gonna do that?
Well, the only reason that I really wanted to change is because the other company that I was looking at has it in the cloud. But then I pulled a list off the DOR website of vendors, and I thought I might reach out to a couple more of those and investigate it a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay,
So that's on the table for you to sign. And then I emailed you the draft letter for 15 Estabrook. The people responded in an email that they had put a lot of effort into their statement that they put with their abatement application. So I responded. I know Kevin read the letter and Bev said she read it because she gave me some editing things to do. So I'm going to mail.
Who did the spreadsheet, Molly? You?
Yes,
Good job.
thank you. So I will have that on the corrected, the edited version on the table for you to sign.
when do we have to sign that by?
Well, there's hopefully this week because there's excise and other things on the table. I only remember excise. There's payroll that you should sign, Kevin, some minutes, and that's all I can remember. I'm really sorry.
Okay, all right. So when's that gotta be done by?
Hopefully this week. You could come
Yeah.
in sometime this week.
Okay, yeah,
And oh, and payables, motor vehicle abatements, minutes, and payroll. So that's that. And then the only other things was review of the classification and compensation report. Did you have a chance to, do you have any, did you look it over? Do you have any questions, or we're supposed to email the questions to Margaret?
did we get that? I'm
What
just
was
trying
it? I was just gonna ask, when did
Got
you
it.
send that?
It's a big one. I didn't email it to you.
Is that the one that you left on the table with our name? No, that's a sales thing.
Yeah. No, I was gonna, all right, I will make copies of it and leave it on the table for you. I thought I had. Sorry about that. And second of all, there was, I think that I was going to see if I could find the YouTube because it was recorded for you guys to look at, and I forgot to email that out to you. I guess I have to write everything down now.
Don't we all?
I know. Then remember where the list is.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, Rose has been out, so we've been doing double duty, and sometimes I get lost in what I'm doing. I told you I was going to write you a report on what I was planning to do. I can't plan. I just have to, daily I've been writing down the chores that I need to complete. So I'm going to do it that way, opposed to, I want to get to the point where I can be proactive instead of reactive to everything, but that's going to take a minute or two. There are some pretty good education opportunities coming up. Some of them are free, some of them cost, but there's the Northeast Regional that has some very good topics. And then, and that's in April. And in May, Vision is going to have theirs will be free. National users meeting. So there's always a good topics on that. And the MAO is offering a couple of free webinars this year also. So if you want to see that in a calendar form, I can do that for you. And it's only 6:21. And Mike couldn't come on. We scheduled it for 7 because Mike couldn't come any sooner than that. So if you want to adjourn this meeting and then at 7 log back in to the second login, Zoom login that I put in the email to you.
Okay. You want to do that, Bev, or?
Sure.
Okay, we'll try it. But it's on the same email, but it's just the second one instead of the first one.
Correct.
Okay. All right, if we
And
want to make,
there's most likely a password. There is a password.
it's a password instead of a,
There's an explanation.
okay. Well, I'll try and find it. When I was in the office the other day, I did go over and speak to the,
Building commissioner.
yeah, and I thought that went very well. He was sharp. He was up on everything, had the same concern I did.
So this was on the solar.
Right,
Okay.
because I know they're doing work on Randall Road to get those lines to come down to West Street. So it's continuing to go, but it just bothers me if that gets hooked up where I don't know what will happen. I don't know if we'll ever get a cent out of them.
No, you'll get a cent. You'll get money out of them. You're just not, you're getting money out of them because I sent them out a personal property tax.
Yeah, and they paid enough to ask for an abatement.
They
Right.
paid enough to preserve their right to go to the ATV.
Right,
Let me update you on a couple of things. I believe the legislation saying that for-profit solar companies, so this isn't like putting a solar panel on your house. This is a for-profit solar field that they will now have to negotiate pilots with the town. That I believe that's sitting on the governor's desk, number one. So they're not going to be, there's no way they're going to be exempt. It's going to be clearly stated in the law that large solar companies are not exempt. And number 2, I forgot what number 2 was.
okay.
Oh, I found see, it just takes a minute. It has to come to the front. There was, you keep saying we voted on it. We voted on it. I finally found the article and forward that on to Margaret to let her know that there was an article. There was an article that the town voted on. Not only, I mean, there was an article, not just the special permit with that in it. Because the special permit says they're supposed to do a pilot with the town upon agreement with the selectmen. And we weren't getting anywhere. It was just, we were just running around in circles. So the selectmen said, just send it out the other way you're supposed to send it out. So that's why I sent them out a personal property tax bill on it.
Right,
So,
but they did sign an agreement on a special article saying that they're a for-profit company.
no. The article stated that to grant the Board of Selectmen to enter into a solar pilot with these people for that property. I'll email it out to you, or no, I'll
Yeah.
just print it out for you.
Who did that?
Town meeting. I didn't bring it with me, so I don't
No,
remember when
that's
it was.
fine. So at the town meeting,
There was an
we-
article to vote for a pilot agreement on Randall Road.
right, that, what I've been saying for 3 months is, I didn't vote for them to be tax exempt. That's what I clearly remember.
Yes, I didn't,
That was never mentioned at the town meeting,
I
so.
don't know who put that article up or anything, but I finally found the article that you've been talking about. I had only
Okay.
known about the special permit, so
All right,
I just wanted to confirm that you were correct.
let me mark this date in history. Jeez. Not bad for the first one this year. Huh?
And,
Okay,
so you feel
Uh,
more comfortable after your talk with the building commissioner?
I did. He was sharp as a sharp. He agreed with me and, and I brought up all the other concerns, all the malls we have, filing for abatements. And, who's going to foot the bill for a solar program right in the middle of the mess we're in? Going to be tough enough running the town under the conditions we're under. And again, there's no answer coming forward, so. All right, I'm good with that. We want to adjourn the meeting?
Sure.
Till 7, right? We'll be back on at 7.
Yeah, I'll be there a little, probably quarter of.
Okay,
Well, some of us will be back on at 7.
all right. Stay tuned.
I'll
Well,
be
maybe I'll
somewhere.
wait till 10 of then.
Yeah, I'll be somewhere. All right,
Okay.
meeting
six-
is adjourned. All those in favor, Bev?
I
And I.